you can have it remember the password, but you really don't have to. Now, to do it is on Facebook, it says Padlet will receive your public profile and email address. And you'll just hit continue as Aaron or continue as whatever your name is. And then Padlet will load. And now you come to the welcome screen. This is where you can choose where you're using your Padlet. I guess you can choose home if that's your sole purpose. I always choose school just because I plan to use this for teaching. And then you'll hit the next how to use. And this one tells you how you can create a beautiful page. And it kind of shows you a quick orientation on how you can change things and edit things. So then you'll hit the next how to share button. And this one shows you who you can share it with, your privacy settings. Now I'll go over all of this as well. And then you'll hit next how to post. And this will show you everything you can post and examples of how you can add things to your Padlet. And then you'll hit the next, complete your profile. And then from here, it gives you the option to change the name. So I'll change it to Aaron96 for this one. And it'll let you add a short bio, which I guess can kind of explain what your intentions are, like your background. I'm just going to put, I love the beach because I'm ready for summer vacation. And now, normally you can choose your own profile picture, but because I connected with my Facebook, it'll use my Facebook profile, which is fine. If you connect with your Google account, it'll use whatever profile picture you have as your Google. It's really if you just add a regular email address, then you'll be able to pick a picture, but even now you can change it. I just won't because I like the picture. Then you'll go to next, invite others. And for this one, you can add email addresses, whether it's your friends or even your group workers. And by adding them, it invites them to join Padlet, and then they can see your page, and you can even add them to the page so that they can make changes. And I also want to point out that if you were in a crunch for time and you did not want to go through the tutorial, you could always have hit the skip button right up here, and it would take you right to your home screen. Next, you'll hit the final step. It says add superpowers. What this screen is, it explains everything you can do if you have the upgraded version. And now, to get the upgraded version, you can hit this button, and it'll let you pay $34.99 a year, but it's upgraded. But for this purpose, we're just going to hit the upgrade later button, and it takes you to this screen. It says you're all set, and you'll just hit the go home. Now you have two options to start your Padlet. You can either hit the make a Padlet button down here, or you can hit make a Padlet button in the dash. It's completely up to you. They both do the same thing. For this one, I'm just going to hit make a Padlet here. Alrighty, and then it says starting your Padlet. And as you've noticed, it'll give you a template. It has a name they gave you and a description they gave you as well. So you'll take your mouse over here, and you can backspace out the title. They gave me a long title. And even after you backspace it, it still will give like this ghost name just in case you're sitting here and you have no idea what you're going to call it. For this one, I'm going to call it Screencast 2017. And for the description, I'm going to do how to use Padlet. And now, using your scroll bar, you get to the layout. This is how you can arrange your post. If it's in a grid, you can arrange your post. You can arrange your post in a grid type form. I do free form because then you can move your posts, make them as big as you want them, place them wherever you want them. And then you'll go to wallpaper. Now, if you're not happy with these wallpapers, you just hit more, and all of these will pop up. See, it gives you a whole bunch that you can pick from. Now, say you still don't like it, you can add your own. It'll give you the option to paste a link, like maybe a Google photo. You can choose an image from your own computer, or if you think you look good for the day, You can take a photo from your webcam. I'm not going to do either of them. So I hit the close because I didn't want to add any pictures. And then I'll hit the beach looking one because that's where I would like to go. And when you're done picking the wallpaper, you have to hit the little back arrow because you went into it. And then if you scroll down, it'll have theme, but you can only do that with a premium plan. And then you can pick an icon to symbolize what the Padlet's about. So I chose the scales, and it just comes up right here. Now, if you don't want that, you don't have to have that. Then you can also figure out how you want it posted, like what the author, if the author name is above each post. You can do comments to allow the viewers to comment on posts. You can also, I think if you allow the comments, you can decide if, sorry about that, you can decide if they can be seen by other visitors or if the comments are just seen by you. It'll give you an address. So if you wanted to just give your class the web address to go straight to your Padlet, you can do that too. And you can also tag people, so it makes it easier to search. Now, when you're done with all of this on this page, you'll hit the next, and it'll take you to this page. And this is just mainly what your privacy settings would be. I have this one as secret. I won't change that. You can do private, which is where you can pick who can see it. Password protected, as in only those who have the password can see it, which might be good for like a class if you want them to have to work with using passwords and passcodes and stuff like that. And you have public, which is then everyone can see it. And then you can also decide who can write on it, so those with access can write. But you can also choose other things, like they can moderate, they can read it, just whatever you think would be good. And then you can add the contributors by their email or their username. And on this one, this is asking if you want to allow people to use your Padlet. I mean, it's up to you if you want to. And then the moderation is if you want to have an administrator to approve of changes to the Padlet, which might be okay if you're working, say, with a group of other teachers and you just want to make sure that whoever's adding stuff isn't adding something that you wouldn't want on there. So when you're done with all this, you'll hit the next button and you're ready to start posting. So you'll hit the start posting. And now this is what happens. It'll just bring you to the screen. You can double click and a text box will come up, or you can go down here to where this plus is, and when you hit that, a text box will come up as well. It'll have you type the title in, so screencast, and then it'll have you write something about it. Screencast. Being very original this morning. Now this will happen with every text box you open. So after that, if you're done with it and you just wanted words, you can click out of it and it'll be stationary. Or if you're looking at it and you're like, ooh, I really don't like that, it looks dumb, you can hit the edit button to edit it, or the little trash can to delete it. It'll ask if you're sure you want to delete the post, because once you delete something on your Padlet, you can't get it back unless you remake it or add it. You'll hit OK, and it's gone. So let's explore the different options in the title box. You have a memo, an attachment. You can add an attachment. I always think it's a memo because of the microphone, but it's really just add an attachment. You can add the attachment from the web, a file on your computer, or you can take a photo on the webcam if that's what you want to do. I'll just choose a file, and we'll do my education resume that I just made last night. It'll ask you if it looks good, and you'll approve it, and you'll say, yep, that's what I want, so you'll hit OK. And then it pops up right down there. Now, if you would like to enlarge it, all you'll do is click it. It'll enlarge. You'll have the options to download it, open in a new window, or view the full post. And if you want to get out of it, you just hit the back button, and it'll just take you right out. The next option on this is a video. Now, I'm not going to upload anything because I don't have any videos saved on my computer, but you could put like a YouTube address in there. You could choose a video file, or you could take a video on your webcam if you wanted as well. I don't look the best today, so I'm not going to take a photo from the webcam either, but just know that is an option. It'll have a plus sign, which also gives you the opportunity to add an attachment through the same means. The camera lets you do an image. So you can go choose a file. Now on a Mac, it still goes straight to your downloads or your documents. So you'll have to scroll down to photos, and then you can pick one that you like. I'm going to pick this saying. I don't know why it's on my computer, but it's the first image I saw. You'll be able to approve it, and if it looks good, you'll hit the OK button. And then the next one you can do is this little page. They all let you add an attachment, I should say. It doesn't necessarily matter which of those little buttons you click. I'm going to choose a file. This is what I found was interesting, if I can find what I want to attach. You can attach PowerPoints to this. I can't find it. But you can attach PowerPoints to this, and then the PowerPoint, there it is, will just sit on there. And then if you wanted to have your presentation on your Padlet, like maybe you want it organized for your class, then you can do that. And then what you do is you can click into it, and it'll bring it up. And then you can flip through the slides, and it lets you put everything in one place, so you're not scattered. Okay, and now after this, say you're completely done. You like it, you love it. What you can do is you honestly can just click out of it. If you click the heart, that's favoriting it. So you can know, oh, I really want to do this one. Or if you just have a bunch of Padlets, you can also favorite so you know which one you want. You can hit the share button, and it will once again bring up your privacy settings. You can hit the share/export. It'll give you a little access code, so if you want to print that out and put it in the handouts, the students could always use it with their phones. It's a nice little tech thing you can do. You can embed it, email it, share on Facebook. You can also save it as an image or a PDF. So those are different options on how to share it. I really like the little code because I think it'll be fun for the kids. And then this one is the settings. It'll bring it back to the beginning screen that you had started with. And say you want to change it to the giraffe, you'll just hit the save up here, and then it'll save it to your Padlet. The 3 dots, you'll click on them if you have other things that you want to do. It gives you the options that it did on the bar up here. And it also gives you the option to invite more people, share or embed, export it, print it, or make it the full entire screen. And then you can also modify it and clear all posts. Or you can delete it too. If you don't like this Padlet at all and you're like, I want rid of it, you can delete it. Now, say you don't want to delete it, but if I can get out of this. Okay, I just hit the get help to get out of it, then you hit the exit. Now for the remake button, you hit it, and it will say that you're going to remake it, and it'll let you use it as a copy if you want to, or you don't have to. You can copy the design, or you can copy the post. And you can still copy the people on it, or you don't have to as well. Then you'll hit submit. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to remake it, so I'll hit the close. Now, when you're done, you can hit your profile, and it'll be right there. You'll have your screencast that you just did, and it also gives you bookmarks, which also helps as a reference to refer to it whenever you're doing the Padlet. If you want to make another, you can also hit the Make Padlet button. You can go to your home screen now from here, and it still says you don't have any recent activity, but you can see down here that they put your Padlet down there, so you can also access it from the home screen as well. So that's how to do Padlet. I hope that you play around with it and realize that you like it as much as I do. And then to log out, you will hit your little profile picture, and it'll just say log out. And then what you'll do is you'll log out,